We are MetalTalk, and you are Ted from Amon Amarth. Absolute pleasure to be speaking to you this afternoon, Ted. We're in the wonderful Roundhouse venue, a very historical place. Last one I saw here was Deep Purple. Now, first question I've got for you, Ted, is what do Vikings eat for breakfast?
Christian.
Good. I was hoping that was the answer you were giving me.
But we'll have the full English breakfast.
Okay. Is reindeer on the Viking menu?
Oh, it is, yeah.
Right,
sure,
okay,
yeah.
good, excellent. Not just for Christmas then?
No, we do it year-round, for sure.
Okay, brilliant, fantastic. Now, I've got Jom's Viking up there in my top 3 albums of this year as a heavy contender for the actual album of the year. Okay. You must be delighted with the success of having this.
Oh yeah, it's been fantastic. The response has been amazing, and it's been our most, our best album so far, like sales and critic-wise. So we're super excited, and you can see it now when we're touring. It's really, all the new songs are doing really well with the audience. So,
how do you create an epic Viking metal album? What is the creative process?
Depends. I mean, we have a lot of different ways to create albums. You know, first we gather ideas from all different kind of stuff, movies, books, and other albums we listen to, and then we just mainly it's our guitar players doing all the riffing, come up with all the riffs, and we do a lot of modern style. You know, since we don't have a rehearsal room anymore, because the old place we had, they tore down that building, and we really didn't get a new rehearsal room because we're touring constantly, so we would just pay for an empty room. So we do a lot of stuff on computer nowadays. We send ideas back and forth, and everybody jams at home, and then every now and then we get together, we kind of rent a room or find somewhere we can jam, and then we continue to build ideas from there. And then on this album we started out with since it's a concept album, we started out with a whole story, and then we sat down and tried to pick out what we could make songs out of from the story. You know, it's tricky, you have to find parts for each song. So yeah, that's how we did it. And in the end we do a lot of rehearsing before you enter the studio, just to get prepared. The whole line.
Yeah. Who actually wrote the initial story? I know it was Johan's concept.
Well, it is based on a because the Jom's Vikings are actually a real gang of Vikings who lived. They were kind of mercenaries. So he kind of read a lot about the Jom's Vikings, and then he made his own story, you know, based on historical facts, and then he added his own touch to it. So I mean, he wrote it actually more like a movie script.
Right.
I think it was influenced by the fact that it was in a movie, The Northmen. So I guess he thought that was fun. So he wrote it as a movie script, and then we made an album out of that.
Okay. Does this mean that we might be getting a Jom's Viking movie at some point?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, right.
I would love to.
I would love to see that too. I would absolutely love to see that too. What we did see was we saw the Viking ships at the Golden Gods earlier this year, and I've got to say that was a spellbinding performance, that was. It's a shame you were first on, it's a shame you only got 3 numbers. However, the day before, you absolutely blitzed the main stage at Download. What was that experience like?
Oh, it's amazing, of course. The weather gods were not with us, but we had a fantastic show though. Finally, because the last 2 festival shows we've done over here has been like a lot of technical issues.
Right.
So this time we made it like we were able to do the full show, and we brought the production for the first time, like a full reproduction. So we had a blast. And it's always great to play. Great festival.
Yeah. What's been the highlight of the touring year for you so far?
Sorry?
What's been the highlight of the current tour so
this
far?
one? Oh, well, we're just 1 week into it, so it's been so far it's been some great shows. You know, we had our probably biggest show ever in Hamburg, where we had the full production with pyros and stuff indoor. First time we have like that kind of full fireworks indoors. We used it like for the Golden Gods we had, but it was like a very scaled down version of the stuff. So yeah, that was a really amazing show.
Right. So which venue was that? That was at Stadthalle, was it?
No, Sports Hall.
Sports Hall, yeah.
Because it's a little bit tricky in Hamburg with the size of the venues. So the size we had for the previous show was like 1,600, and this was 7,000, and there's not really anything between. So we didn't know if we would fill it up, but it was almost sold out. So we're super happy.
Yeah, good. How do you think the English audience compare with German audiences?
It's not a huge difference. Actually, it's we have really good shows here and really good shows in Germany. So it's not really a difference to us. You know, it's the same, fist in the air, sing along, drinking beer. They're pretty much the same all over. You know. Of course, you got maybe Southern Europe and South America. They're a bit more football singing going on.
Yeah.
Like chanting, and here in Europe it's a bit more fist in the air going, banging.
What about the States?
Yeah, the States we're doing really good right now. We did a full tour there, and then we got to support Megadeth just before this tour started. We just did 4 weeks with Megadeth, and it was also amazing. It's like it's a band we've been listening to forever, and we finally got to play with them all tour. It's amazing.
Yeah. Talking about bands that we've been listening to forever, what does it mean to you having Testament on this bill with you?
Well, it's the same thing there. I mean, it's also a band we listened to in the early 90s. Went to the shows back in Stockholm when you were like just started your own band. So it's the same. We're really stoked to have them with us. It's an honor because it's a great band, and also we're big fans of Magus.
Yeah. They're
So
really good,
we toured with them over here before, and it's really nice guys, and I love their music.
Yeah. There's a cracking new album they've done this year as well as yours. Going back to the album and classic people, what was it like having Doro on the album?
Oh, it was amazing. She's fantastic lady. You know, we had this idea to do a duet, or because the lyrics was about a man and his loved one. So we wanted to have a female vocals on the. We started looking at what possible singers we could have, what would fit. And she was actually on the top of our lists, and we met her before a couple of times. So we decided to ask her, and she came up to the studio up with Andy Sneap and stayed for a couple of days and recorded, and it was super cool. Yeah, she's also like iconic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, super cool, and of course the German fans they love that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So now with Young's Viking in the Cannon being very successful, the tour underway, what happens after that?
Just more touring.
Okay.
I think we got the next year planned already with just touring. So that's basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a little bit of time off after Christmas, because this tour is gonna end right before Christmas. Then we'll have a couple of months off, hopefully, and then we'll continue touring and do the festivals next summer in Europe, and hopefully do the rest of the world. And then once that's done, we're probably going to start thinking about a new album. That's more than a year ahead. So
yes.
We're just going to gather ideas now. When you tour, it's a great time to pick up stuff that we're going to put on next album.
Cool.
That's the plan.
Good. Looking forward to it all. And do you have any final message for UK fans in this venue, iconic Roundhouse?
Yeah, it's going to be super excited to see you all here. And if you missed this show, make sure you catch another one, because we have some serious good shit coming up.
Is there any serious good shit coming up at a UK festival next year, maybe?
Maybe it is, maybe not.
We'll take that as a maybe.
Yeah,
Ted, absolute brilliant pleasure to speak to you. Absolutely fantastic. Really looking forward to seeing you tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you very much.